What's up, beautiful people? Hope you're feeling great. Today I decided to make a no BS video about what goes on behind the curtains in my life. And this is my life. So again, sometimes you get to a state where you have so many people telling me why you're not posting anymore, why you're not frequent. But people don't know what I'm doing behind the scenes. So when you know that you have to pay debts in a week, 10 days, the rent, the vet, etc., the mind is in a different, in different place. You gotta find a way. You gotta hunt. And that's the mode that I get in. I disconnect, and sometimes so many times I wouldn't answer comments. Some wouldn't like it, but I can promise you the time I love to answer comments, but the moment I answer comments, I get drained very easily. I have a very limited energy. And I clean the cats in the morning, gotta give them food, give them water, go pet them, get the cats in my kitchen. I have 3 kittens in the kitchen that could not be mixed up with the ones inside the room of my parents' 2-bed apartment. So I gotta get them out a little bit, get them back in, give them food, give them water, pet them, go to the next house next to me, stay with the cats, see if everything is good, pet them, take time with them. If there's anything that I don't like, I gotta take care of it. Like something is not clean or whatever, of course I have the cleaner taking care of it, but I have to go and monitor what's going on. And then I have to go, that's when I go to the coffee shop. At that point I'm already drained, because I gotta sweep the floor. And again, so many people, they think that, oh, like this guy is super rich because he's taking care of these cats. Or sometimes I hear it's beautiful. Yes, it is beautiful, but it weighs on you when you have so many. It's a pleasure when you have a few, but when you have so many, it's super hard. And if I'm telling you, I'm always saying this, if I'm alive, if I'm still standing, it's just by God's grace. Like my heart could have just given up a long time ago. And particularly, it's not about just having so many cats. It's about having so many cats and you have so much financial pressure, and at the same time you cannot help it because you don't want to just leave the cats over there in the street to die. And you see that there are so many, you cannot help all of them. And at the same time, and I'm telling you, the thing is, I have a business that is not profitable. It's an idea, and that's what keeps me optimistic every single day, because I'm working on a contrarian idea, something that has never been done in the world so far. And that's what keeps me going. It's because I could see that there's a vision. But when you get into these day-to-day things with the cats, and of course when I see them happy, I'm happy. And sometimes when it's not going well, my mind is not doing well. And at the same time, you have to find the money, and you gotta do it despite what happens. And yeah, it's so, for example, like this week, again, I have to pay like $12,000 in vet costs. I have one that I didn't pay for two weeks, and then $1,600 for the second vet, and then $700 again for the rent that I gotta pay in 2 days from now, with the 29th by the 1st. And I have the cleaner, $320, the part-time driver around $200, and yeah, the guy's helping me out back and forth, monitoring as well what's going on, like around $100. So it's a lot of costs, and you don't get anything out of it. Like there's no return on investment. So every single week, and when I get this, so for example, when I get into this kind of, okay, you gotta make money, I disappear. That's why I don't answer comments, because I'm very I value so much my time. And it's not that I don't want to share with people in the community, it's because I gotta pay people, and nobody's gonna do it for me. I have even family members, they would call me and I wouldn't answer them, and they would say, oh, like, why is he not answering us? Like so like a big ego, whatever. No, it's not about ego. It's because that guy, that's what I say, like, you're not gonna help me out. So don't tell me to to give you time right now. And of course, I'm extremely, and I always said it, I'm extremely grateful for people who are part of the community, people who helped for one-time fee, with the one-time fee, one-time donation, or giving every single month. I don't know if I said it in the video. I tend to forget. Like literally, and I paid over. I get a $1,085 dollars on Patreon, and now, for example, like this week, I gotta pay around $14,000. Does it help? Absolutely. Patreon and people who are helping me. I have 45 people helping me on Patreon. They're like, for me, they're the cherry on top of the cream, and I'm extremely grateful because I'm telling you, sometimes I get to zero, and then when I see one Patreon fee coming out, yeah, absolutely, I withdraw it and go and buy the food. And the thing is, like I said, sometimes, like now, I gotta pay the guy who've been supplying me with the big bags of food, like $900. But at the same time, now I cannot order from him because I still gotta give him money first before I get to order from him. And so what I do whenever I get a new Patreon fee, I would go and buy the 2 kilograms or like 4 pounds, bag of food. And it's a constant pressure, no matter how much you make. So for me to be able to be like relaxed, I gotta make at least like 20, at least like 20,000 or $15,000, just to at least get like $1,000 for me. And I promise you, like when I pay everything, I get left with pretty much not even 100, $200 in my pocket. But the reason I'm saying this is I'm not the guy to complain. Like literally this week I didn't know even when I was gonna bring the money from, and I've been going to the coffee shop from morning to evening, non-stop, working, thinking, like literally. I was drinking 3 coffees until my heart was aching at a certain point. It never happened to me in years. For like it was aching. My stomach was aching, and I knew it was stress. So I was getting magnesiums day in and day out, like twice a day, to kind of relax. Hopefully it could get me relaxed. I couldn't sleep well. You wake up in the morning and you're already thinking. You go, but again, you want to put your clothes on and go straight to the coffee shop to work, but hey, you can't do that because you got to go and clean the litter boxes. You gotta go and give them food. You gotta go and take care of them. If some of them is not going good, you gotta pet them, stay with them, see if everything is going good. Then you can leave. And it takes me an hour and a half to 2 hours, and God knows how draining it is. I'm already sweating at the time. So when I'm sitting, it's like I already worked. My creativity is not at its peak, but still you gotta do it. And you see yourself sweeping the floor and say, okay, you know what? You're sweeping the floor, and you gotta clean all that stuff, and you know that you don't even know where you're gonna bring money from. It's just that I'm a huge believer, so I'm a deep believer, and I know no matter what, money is gonna come. He's just being tested. So yeah, so that's exactly what goes on in my life. So excuse me if sometimes I don't answer, and many times I don't answer, because this happens pretty much every single month. Yeah, I have some months where it's softer than others, but yeah, for example, like this month is one among many. But yeah, so yesterday 11 p.m. that's when I secured the $10,000, and I'm gonna tell you, I just gotta have to spread it across my debts. Like give $5,000 or $6,000 to the vet. You can have, at least pay something, and then the other part to the second vet. Give them $1,000, and then the food $900, and then the rent $700, and then the cleaner by next week $320. Then the driver, and then a guy helping me out with buying the food, etc., who's kind of going and buying it for me, going and giving it to the cats. It's like kind of taking some heavy lifting off of me. And of course, now it's just to cover a part of the debts. And then at that point, that's when I gotta leave a little bit of money to buy them food. So yeah, it's a crazy roller coaster. emotional roller coaster going on. It's because I see so many people saying, "Oh, it's beautiful." Trust me, I would. It's great, adopt cats, but when you have so many, I truly believe that if I'm, again, I would say it, I'm not smart or I'm clever or whatever. I'm just blessed. I'm just blessed because nobody's paying for that. I have no father, no my father and mother. They wouldn't pay for it. And the thing is, what you don't know is, I say it funnily enough, because so many people think I'm rich. I tell them, I sleep in my parents' two-bedroom apartment living room. Okay, the cats are taking 10 of the cats are taking one room, 3 cats are taking their kitchen, and they're bearing up with me because but I thank them as well for supporting me in the mission. But thank God I can provide for them, because if I couldn't, none of this would happen. Then I have the second apartment where I have 25 plus 4 little kittens plus some in the 2 vets, and the third apartment. But the thing is, I'm sleeping in the living room. The 11 cats are taking my old room, and I sleep. That's what I tell people. I sleep in the living room, my parents' living room, where my cats have their own apartment. But let me tell you something. I don't remember in my life having my own apartment. Never, ever. Even when I was in the US, never had my own apartment because I couldn't afford it at the time. I was like just having a room with a roommate or whatever. Never. But I can tell you, my cats have been able to get their first apartment just for them, and their own cleaner and their own food, etc., etc. But that's gonna be a crazy story to tell when things will go better, and hopefully we get more adopters, and I get free. Hopefully when everybody gets adopted, and I'm super and quite optimistic about that as well. Even if for 5 months we only had one adopter who came all the way down from the US, from Sarasota, Florida, from, of course, the Miami airport to Casablanca, and bring back with them 3 of the cats. Yeah, so yeah, it's been quite a long talk, and I just wanted to make sure you know exactly what goes on in my life, and sometimes why I don't answer, even if I don't have to explain myself. But I truly value every single one of you as a community, and particularly those who are helping me every single month, because I'm telling you, sometimes I find myself with almost $0, cannot even buy food, like literally stuck. And sometimes I would see another $60 or $50 would pop up, and I was like, thank God, thank you for these people, because you're really making my life easier, or I'd say less difficult than what it should be. Because yeah, so anyway, thank you so much for staying up until the end of the video. Now you know what goes on in my life. And again, like, after the food, after I go to the coffee shop, get to pay every single person for the debts now, because it's been going on for all week long. Now I gotta go back to the house, and I gotta go back food, go to the house and clean again in the evening. Clean again, see if everything is going good, and then I would go back to the coffee shop by 11 p.m. to find the rest of the money, right? And I'm gonna be quite honest with you, like, I'm just taking the bullets right now and working hard, because I know hopefully over time I'm gonna get more support. And this is the main pressure. Like, for me, cleaning and whatever, it's okay. But when you cleaning and you put in so much energy day and night, and people calling you right and left, and you still have to make the money in a week, in 5 days, and you don't even know where you're gonna bring it from. Because like I said, I keep side hustling. I hustle hard, of course, ethically and legally and whatever you want, by bringing value to other people. But I don't even know what I do, all that pressure, just to pay for the cat. It's not for me. I'm telling you, I have nothing under my name. That's the reality. I have nothing under my name. Like, my car is not even my car. It's my mother's car. She gives it to me, and to kind of roll with it, because yeah, she's she cannot, again, she has problem with the legs, so she cannot drive. And yeah, it's and it's lonely. I'm telling you, it gets lonely. Besides people helping you out and not, helping you out, with monthly recurring revenues, and even people helping on PayPal, etc., etc., it gets super lonely. And aside from these people, I'm telling you, it's hard. It's very hard. But anyway, we keep going, we keep pushing every single day, and I could see the sky is beautiful. It's blue, and yeah, you can see that. I don't know if you can see the sky. So I'm not just going to get my own coffee, sip it, disconnect, put my ideas in place, and then let's get it going. God bless you. God bless your family, and have a wonderful day. And again, thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for your understanding. Thank you so much for everything you do to push the community. I truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, as always. From the Yass house, from the kitty cats, I love you all. God bless. Cheers.